When you change, everything will change. When you get better, everything will get better for you.
It's definitely a great day today, and I just decided to basically drop some jewels and some things that I found out that I want to share that I find fascinating. And it's called the Hypnotic Rhythm. And it basically says, and I like this way of explaining it, hypnotic rhythm is like a magnet. It's a resemblance of a magnet. You know, it basically attracts whatever it has an affinity for. And they use the analogy of it's the reason why poor people herd themselves to the same communities. Now that to me was super interesting. The use of words. Okay, so that means they also use the analogy. Have you ever heard the old saying that misery loves company? Absolutely. You learn that, but it takes a little while to learn that misery loves company because you got to find out what misery is. But yeah, I thought that was great. And so I asked my 17-year-old stepson, did he know what it was? And he said, sure. And he was like, it's when white guys play music and they can get white girls to do whatever they want. I was like, whoa. He and his mother looked at me. We looked at each other like, wow. Well, that's his way of explaining it, you know, because there's many ways to explain a lot of things. But yeah, man, that's interesting. So it goes to show you that, you know, what you do every day when you wake up and what your thoughts are and the movie you play out to yourself in your head, that's exactly what you're going to get. It doesn't even matter where you are. That's the point. Not even a tree want to die. Like, who wants to die? Why do they teach you to die? Why not teach you how to live? Keep looking towards the sun, because without the sun, there's nothing. But yeah, I wanted to share that. And I also wanted to share a few books I've read that completely changed my life. Of course, one being The Richest Man in Babylon. Great story about really how there's no excuse for you not to pay back your creditors, and pay back the people you owe, and, you know, basically don't borrow more than you need, don't purchase more than you need, none of that. Like, it's silly. Another book was, of course, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And what I gained out of that whole entire book is definitely a great book. But the one thing that stood out was when he says, you know how employees come in and they beg for a 50-cent raise? They never ask, how can I own this company? How can I be the boss? I wonder how much they make. They just it never dawns on them. So they don't even have the mind capacity to even move forward. That's why educating yourself and reading books is so important. You know, now they have videos and your cell phone is a tool. You have no excuse for failure. No excuse. No excuse for failure. No excuse. The other book was a person that I met in my journey gave it to me just out of the blue, which was weird to me. Like, here, she's like, take this. And it was The Alchemist. The Alchemist. To me, I interpret it as no matter where you are, what your journey is, you better learn how to blend in, be the best person you could be, and get out of that situation and just, you know, hope for the best. Not even hope for the best, just strive for the best, do your best, you know, If it's something you need, keep repeating it. That's the hypnotic rhythm. Keep repeating. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. It's gonna get better. I'm gonna get that job. I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna learn this. Yes, yes. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you. No one. You have to believe in yourself. That's it. Peace, love, happiness, and spend time with your family.